So the last thing I want to show you about here is there's a Waves plugin here. Again, I'm a big sucker for Waves plugins until they tell me do I need to update. It's a plugin called Vitamin, and this is like a super enhancer. It's like $30 at the moment. I've got an offer on. Waves always have an offer, but basically what this does is you can enhance. Basically what you can do is you boost levels here and enhance them, but you can also pan them directionally, whether you want them to be wider or narrower, which when you're on a big system and you've only got two outputs, it can become really, really useful for that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually show you how to make Vitamin without having to buy Vitamin in Ableton, because it's more friendly, more efficient. So I've gone into the effects here, gone into the effects rack, and I'm creating a new chains here. I'm just right clicking new chain, and basically I'm going to make 4 new chains, and I'm going to call them sub, low, mid and high. Okay, again, if you're not following, give me a shout and I can try and slow down, but I just want to get through this because, whoa, as I delete everything, that's basically what I've done there, I think. Have I? Yeah, I just deleted it. What the? Wow. Ableton really doesn't like me today, does it? What? Why are you not letting me? Is it something I said? Oh, there we go. So yeah, so we're going through high, low, mid. So I'm just renaming these chains basically, and then that's going to be high. Okay. So all we're going to do is we're restricted with what EQ we can use. Use a channel EQ. For this, I'm just going to actually use a EQ3. That'll be sufficient for what we're doing right now. So I'm running a channel EQ3. I was also saying, I forgot to tell you, it's running on the tracks channel here as well. So this is going over the entire master sound. What I'm going to do is, for the sake of my ears and yours, I'm going to drop these down by 6 dB. I would tell you to do that anyway if you were going to do this live as well, because you're basically summing a sound 4 times over. You're not summing it once, you're going to sum it 4 times over, which is essentially what a effects rack does. If you don't turn the speakers off, it will sum collectively first. So you get quite a lot of distortion, so I'm really hoping this isn't loud for you guys. Yeah, it's really loud. I'm going to pull it down a little bit more. It's just kind of like trial and error. -12 might be better for this. We don't want any clipping. We want to hit this. It's still very hot. So what I'm also going to do is pop down these individual tracks. Again, you'll see the benefit to this though is, I mean, I normally run my tracks at -6. It's only because I'm not actually. There you go. That's better. -12 here, -6. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm EQ3, so basically you can mute bands of the EQ that you don't want to use. So here's EQ, so I'm just going to hit high here, so I'm muting the low and mid. Here I'm muting the high and the low, and here I'm going to mute the mid and the high, and also I'm going to get rid of that. I don't need that. What I'm going to drag in here is a utility, and I'm going to switch to bass mono, and that's going to send all the bottom end frequencies below, at this point 120 Hertz, which I've set. Which you can hear is the sub. Oh yeah, if I do that. Haha. And of course the clicks coming through because it's on separate output. So all the sub information is going to go out of the low. So I've left that, and that's fine. We can leave that. That's going to go centered, straight out center, left and straight through the center. So that will come equally out of the subs, left and right. And that's how you've got it set up. I'm just using a standard example. Now here, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to add a utility. So one of the things that you can do in Vitamin, which is really useful, or Vitamin if you're English, I say Vitamin because they're an American company, but it should be Vitamin really. What I'm going to do is I'm now going to mess around with this width knob. So for the lows, I tend to keep them, 50% maybe, or even lower, 20%. You can dial this in if you're going into got a big sound system. You can dial that in. Go a little bit higher for this, maybe put around 100%. And then here I'm going to go higher, maybe 200. I'm only doing this to show you, but basically what you'll get now is probably need to boost the overall level as well. I'm going to do that by just chucking a compressor on here. Again, yeah, what you'll hear is if I solo those, this will sound wider, a little bit narrower, right? And then you get mono, or no, not nearly, and then this is completely. So for the effect together, you get this kind of thing. And then the highs are out wide, and that allows you to kind of create the space within the mix without being able to mix individual stems. You can basically just do kind of do that thing using Vitamin and do it that way. So I'm going to save that. You'll actually get that as a plugin. I've built that in front of you, but I'm going to give you that so you can experiment using that in your own sessions as well. And I'm going to get rid of that compressor though, because you won't want to do that. You just want to boost the level of the tracks, or use the gain on the individual channels as well, and do it that way.